So for me, all I want to say to my beautiful wife, thank you for being so beautiful. And she's gorgeous. I really can't ask for any more. But to have this beautiful girl standing here as my wife.
A lot of people have come a long way and they're just over the moon that you've all made it. It's just really fantastic. You've made their day for them, which is really, really great. It's lovely to have families that can unite together, and that's what's happened with our families. We've got a special bond with the Kolovos family, with Vicky, Evan, Chris, Gong, Evan and Tina. And it's lovely. Our cultures are different, but we have united together to make a beautiful, happy family. And that is something very, very special. Their friends, both George and Michelle's friends, family, everybody, are just so beautiful. And it shows the reflection of both George and Michelle. And they're just so over the moon that so many of you could take the time, the effort, and all the travelling to come. They're really, really thankful for. But I'm sure they'll thank you again as well.
Σας καλωσορίζω εδώ σήμερα να μοιραστούμε τον Γιώργο και την Μισελ την ένωση με τα δεσμά του γάμου που αυτοί αποφάσισαν και πιστεύουν σε αυτά. I welcome you here today to share with George and Michelle their union with the vows of marriage which design and believe in. To signify a design to enter into the vows of marriage, please turn and face each other. Join your hands together. George, do you accept Michelle as your lawful wife?
I do. Ναι.
Michelle, θέλεις για νόμο σύζυγό σου τον Γιώργο? Michelle, do you accept George as your lawful husband?
I do.
Σε παίρνω Μισελ για το σύζυγό μου.
Από τώρα και για πάντα.
Από τώρα και για πάντα.
Υπόσχομαι ενώπιον Θεού.
Υπόσχομαι ενώπιον Θεού.
και αυτών των μαρτύρων
και αυτών των μαρτυρών,
να είμαι ο πιστός σου σύζυγος,
να είμαι ο πιστός σου σύζυγος,
να ενωθώ μαζί σου
να ενωθώ μαζί σου,
και να μοιράζομαι όλα όσα έλθουν,
να μοιράζομαι όσα έρθουν,
να δώσω και να λάβω,
να δώσω και να λάβω,
να μιλώ και να ακούω,
να μιλώ και να ακούω,
να εμπνέομαι και να απαντώ,
να εμπνέομαι και να απαντώ,
και σε όλη μου τη ζωή
και σε όλη μου τη ζωή
θα σε αγαπώ ως άντρα σου,
θα σε αγαπώ σαν άντρα σου,
ως εραστής και φίλος σου.
ως εραστής και φίλος σου.
Βοήθησέ με, Θεέ μου,
Βοήθησέ μου, Θεέ μου,
κάθε μέρα από εδώ και πέρα.
κάθε μέρα από εδώ και πέρα. I, George,
Take you, Michelle,
take you, Michelle,
to be my wife
to be my wife
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
I promise before God
I promise before God
and these witnesses
and these witnesses
to be your faithful husband,
to be your faithful husband,
to join with you
to join with you
and to share all that is to come,
and to share all that is to come,
to give and to receive,
to give and to receive, to inspire and to respond,
and in all circumstances
and in all circumstances
of a life together,
of our life together,
to be loyal to you
to be loyal to you
with my whole life
with my whole life
and with all my being.
and with all my being.
I will love you
I will love you
as your husband,
as your husband,
your lover,
your lover,
and your best friend.
and your best friend.
I, Michelle, take you, George,
To be my husband
to be my husband
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
I promise before God
I promise before God
and these witnesses
and witnesses
to be your faithful wife,
to be your faithful wife,
to join with you
to join with you,
and to share all that is to come.
and to share all that is to come,
Listen,
to speak and to listen,
to inspire and to respond,
to inspire and to respond,
and in all circumstances
and in all circumstances
of a life together,
of life together,
to be loyal to you
to be loyal to you
with my whole life
with my whole life
and with all my being.
and with all my being.
I will love you
I will love you
as your wife,
as your wife,
your lover,
your lover,
and your best friend.
and your best friend.
Michelle, I
Michelle,
give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love,
as a sign of my love,
knowing that love is precious
knowing that love is precious
and fragile,
and fragile
yet strong.
and yet strong.
I give you this sign of our love
I give you this sign of our love
as an ever-present symbol
and as a never-present symbol
of the vows
of the vows
we have made here
we have made here
this day.
this day.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as I give you my love.
as I give you my love.
George, I give you this ring
As a sign of my love,
as a sign of my love,
knowing that love is precious
knowing that love is precious
and fragile,
and fragile,
yet strong.
yet strong.
I give you this sign of a love
I give you this sign of a love
as an ever-present symbol
as an ever-present symbol
of the vows
of the vows
we have made here
we have made here
this day.
this day.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as I give you my love.
as I give you my love.
The same one on the same head. Just turn your hands around 3 times. That's all right. Take these things around the back. 2.
Stuck in my hair.
The marriage that joins you only can see your chances to be the same in your life, to be faced on equal base of the matters which will appear in your common life a husband and wife, and generally in all difficulties in life. We can now officially pronounce you husband and wife. George, you may kiss the bride.
I met you in the dark, you lit me up. You made me feel as though I wasn't off. We danced the night away, we drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest, and you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you, I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then, but you'd never know. 'Cause I played it cool when I was scared of letting go. I knew I needed you, but I never showed. But I wanna stay with you until we're growing old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. I'll wake you up with some breakfast in bed. I'll bring you coffee with a kiss on your head. And I'll take the kids to school, wave them goodbye. And I'll thank my lucky stars for that night. When you looked over your shoulder, for a minute I forgot that I'm older. I wanna dance with you right now. Oh, you look as beautiful as ever, and I swear that every day you'll get better. You make me feel this way somehow. I'm so in love with you, and I hope you know, darling, your love is more than worth its weight in gold. We've come so far, my dear, look how we've grown. And I wanna stay with you until we're great old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. I wanna live with you, even when we're ghosts. 'Cause you were always there for me when I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. So I wrote this song for you, now everybody knows that it's just you and me till we're grey and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Oh, just say you won't let go.
We've got a lot of people here tonight. Patsy stole a bit of my thunder, so we've come from Australia, England, Italy, and mainland Greece to celebrate George and Michelle's wedding. It's very, very special if you have one daughter. Patsy and I were blessed to have two. Okay, they came 7 minutes apart, but we had two. And they have both been beautiful daughters. And tonight it's Michelle's night. And we're so very, very proud of her because she's grown from a little infant into a beautiful young lady, and she'll continue to. George, I didn't know what you looked like as an infant. And I don't know if you had any more hair. I don't really think anybody realises just how much work Shell's put into this event. And I think she deserves a hell of a big round of applause and a big 3 cheers for doing it. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! And the last thing I'd like to say is that all the best and all the happiness in the world, and have a good night. Thank you.
We'd like to thank you all for coming. We realise the great effort that everyone's made to make this day a very, very special day. Michelle and I travelled last year to Greece, and we attended this place, Santorini, to see if Michelle would love to get married here. And guess what? After seeing it, how could she not? Admittingly, she didn't realise the amount of work that would go into preparing a wedding from Australia to Greece. But all I can say to you all is it's really something else having to deal with Greeks. And I must say I was very, very emotional when I saw Michelle, and someone mentioned that if she was born Greek, she would be a Greek goddess. Michelle and I have known each other for a very long time. Actually, before we actually dated, it was a good 5 years before we actually went out. So we knew each other for a long time. The moment we started dating, everything just came together. And since then, we've never looked back. We worked together to achieve things, and we have. So for me, all I want to say to my beautiful wife, thank you for being so beautiful. And she's gorgeous. I really can't ask for any more. But to have this beautiful girl standing here as my wife. Last of all, I want to thank Patsy and John, Becky and Troy, accepting me part of their family now, and thanking a lot of my friends. My friends here for 40 years, John that I'm with most of the time, and yet Julie that we hardly ever see each other, has travelled all the way from Geelong. But the funny thing about friends, you don't have to see, true friends you don't have to see very often. But when you do see them, just everything works as you were together yesterday. So for me, thank you very much for everybody that's come along. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for coming. It's a huge travel across half the world, to be here today. And I really, really appreciate it. It means the world to George and I. A special thank you to my mum and dad. I've dragged you around half of Greece the last week, taught you a new language, and you've been absolutely incredible. You've put up with all the tears and emotions, so thank you. Rebecca and Troy for travelling across the world with a 6-month-old baby. Thank you very, very much. To Sharon, a beautiful bridesmaid and soul sister and amazing person in general, thank you for travelling across the other side of the world with 2 beautiful children and doing an amazing job and just being such an amazing support in life in general, so thank you. To Marianthi for all your help, beautiful Bombiers, thank you. To the beautiful goddess of Greece, Marina. There's a few things that have gone wrong and I've had a few tears in the process, and Maria has been my saviour in Greece. You've fixed everything, so thank you so, so much. To George's beautiful family, I've adopted a beautiful mother, Vicky. You are so special to me, thank you. And father, thank you. And brother and sister, Gung and Chris, thank you. And a special mention to Evan, George's son. You're amazing. From the day one, you accepted me and you're my best friend. You're marrying the most beautiful woman in the world. And you really are a clone of your father and his greatest achievement in life. And I appreciate everything you do for me, so thank you very much. I love you. To my family that flew over from Queensland, and for all your help and preparation, you know who you are. You've travelled back and forth to Melbourne to drop off things for the wedding, and you've been outstanding. So thank you very, very much. To my beautiful husband, George, I'm getting emotional. I actually met George 7 years ago, and he forgot my name for the first 2 years that we knew each other. And then 2 years later, he asked me out for coffee, and ever since then, my life has changed for the better. You're incredibly beautiful, and I have experienced a love that I never ever thought I would dream of having. I love the adventures and the projects that we go on together. You have the biggest heart in the world, and you are so strong and beautiful and caring, and you're my best friend, you're my everything. I got really emotional today, and I just want you to know that you were the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I promise you, as your wife, I will do my best to make you the happiest man for the rest of your life. I love you very, very much.